Boris Johnson right now, is in Europe, but he's not at the G7. We have Donald Trump clearly watching what's going on and tweeting about how the Fed is disappointing him greatly. At the same time, you have central bankers in Jackson Hole. You have G7 ministers and heads of state in Europe. How closely aligned is the world these days? How much are the goals of one economy the same as the goals of another economy? It used to be that every economy just wanted to grow. It was that simple, right?
Well, Bonnie, it was never all that simple, and complexity has taken on a new meaning in recent years. And we have a globalized world, although, there are pressures now evident in terms of deglobalization, but we've never had a cohesive, comprehensive, integrated global framework to manage the global economy. And now with countries sort of engaged in an unfortunate race to the bottom, the lack of being able to take into account this multiplicity of economic conditions around the world by sort of self-centered policymakers like America's president is taking a real toll on the global economic outlook. So you've mentioned in these last few minutes all of these various reverberations and potential shocks around the world. And the truth is the G7 gathers over the weekend without a coherent framework to understand how these pieces fit together. And the U.S.-China trade war is just, the most consequential of those splintering developments. And the Trump administration's trade policies, I just repeat the point I made at the outset, have utterly failed in managing this important relationship. And it's up to the U.S. to take that consideration under thought as we grapple with our own political decision making in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, I really can't underscore enough the signaling in that picture. You have, Mark Carney and Jay Powell together looking for solutions in Wyoming, walking together after Jay Powell's speech. And one's Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, is telling everybody there won't be any quick Brexit deal. The other's leader, Donald Trump, is basically saying we're going to, this afternoon, escalate the fight with China. It's really a very strange world we're living in, Stephen. How should markets be reacting to this? Should markets be taking a longer-term view and saying, look, be it monetary policy or fiscal policy, all will be well in the end?
Markets look at the confluence between fundamentals and the uncertainty that you can trace to either policy or idiosyncratic events. And certainly the markets are now giving more weight to the latter than to the former. And I think markets in this environment of uncertain, committing to longer-term positions in risky assets is being viewed with understandable trepidation. And until the policy framework stabilizes, until these idiosyncratic events start to subside, it's going to be a very volatile and potentially treacherous marketplace. We can draw comfort from the fundamentals of low inflation and low interest rates, but that comfort starts to ring hollow in a period of intensified uncertainty and growing risks that we've talked about this morning.